Well, hello there, and welcome to the Flip Classroom. That was a very cringy intro. I'm very sorry. All right. So, welcome, guys. Now, we've kind of done this kind of setup before, so it's going to kind of be easier for us to get into this kind of stuff. This is going to be how kind of lessons are taught, at least while we are here at home, locked in our prisons. I'm just kidding. I don't mind it. Some of you may mind it. I'm just like, I'm a nerd. I'll play more video games, I guess. Alright, so today we're going to start our first lesson on this with the medieval plague. Alright, kind of goes with what we're doing right now with the coronavirus, but except the medieval plague killed, basically, if you got it, you died. Coronavirus isn't the same way. Alright, so let's get started. Now, on Google Classroom, you have some fill-in-the-blank notes, so please make sure you're following along with those and filling in the blanks. Alright, so first off, we're going to talk about the first three types of plagues. Alright, the first one being bubonic. Alright, so the bubonic plague was basically, you had these swollen lymph glands. They formed these large black bubbles, and they would swell up on your body. Okay, resulting in the term Black Death, because you have these black blobs all over your body, and 60% of people that had those black blobs would die. And just the way this plague was, it was very, very deadly. All right, the next plague would be the pneumonic plague. All right, this basically attacked the lungs, transferred when patients cough, 100% fatality rate. If you got this, you're gonna die. Alright, that's all there is to it. And the third and last one is the septemic. Alright, the septemic plague is basically this bacteria that basically got directly into your bloodstream. It came up in a rash, and the patient would have less than a day to live. It would kill you almost instantly. Obviously, if it gets in your bloodstream, it goes everywhere in your body, up to your brain, everywhere, so you're going to die. All right, this is the most rare form, and obviously, none of these three have to do with coronavirus. All right, the coronavirus thing is like a 4% fatality, while these had basically 60 to 100%. So totally different idea of everything, but that is the three types of plagues. Now, we would jump into the cause. All right, so the cause, it originated from Asia. All right, so these fleas, these little teeny little guys, all right, they had the virus, and they were spread by the rodents, little rats on the trade ships. So these ships would kind of sail, all over the place, over to Europe. They'd import like silks and stuff like that from Asia. And as these rats kind of were on these ships, when they docked, the rats would run off, the fleas would jump off, the fleas would bite people, and the people would get the virus, and the people would cough, and they would, all this kind of stuff, and then it would spread. Okay, so it spread along the trade routes and was worsened by the urbanization and poor hygiene. Okay, remember, not everyone had showers. Okay, so you had people that probably didn't shower for a week or something like that walking around. Imagine that stank, right? You smell people in the classroom and you're like, whew. Imagine every single person, all right? I know, middle schoolers, whoo-wee. But anyways, imagine no one taking showers, all right? That's the way it kind of was. You had these public areas, but not everyone was able to use them and stuff like that. Okay, and the urbanization, meaning a lot of people living in one place. Okay, so if you look at right now with the coronavirus, all right, the cities with large populations, the states with huge populations, there's more people that are getting it because it spreads when there's more people around. If there's more people around you, it's going to spread more rampant than if there was very few people around you. Okay. common reactions. All right, many people in cities secluded themselves in the countryside. So they're like, yeet, I'm out. All right, they pieced, they dipped, they were out of here. Okay, so many turned to religion and prayer. They believed that this disease was caused by their sinful ways. Okay, they believed that we've not been worshiping enough, or we've done really bad things, so this plague is out to get us because we are the bane. All right. Due to lack of education, many superstitions developed. All right. So a lot of people started to blame the Jews for this disease. Okay. They became the scapegoat. All right, and were burned alive. They would burn these this group of people. They basically capture them and burn them alive because they believed that was the reason behind this plague. Obviously, it was not, but that was their belief back then. Some believed that they were going to die anyway and became self-indulgent. All right, meaning they started to steal, they started to drink, they started to fight. They started to murder, basically saying, oh, it's the end of the world, oh no, let's do whatever we want. Basically anarchy. So those are some common reactions that they kind of had. All right, the effects. Large deceased in population, or decrease. Ooh, it's too early this morning. Large decrease in population. All right, so 25 to 60% of the world population went down. Okay, the shortage of labor resulted in high pay, all right, for workers and women having more opportunities. All right, peasants demanded a better life. Okay, so basically there's less people to work. Okay, which means, well, if there's less people to work, then we have to pay them higher in order to get people to work, because they're not going to want to work for this kind of stuff with all this nasty stuff going around. All right, the power of the church decreased. Okay, when the people were dying, people looked at the church for answers. Obviously, there was not any. Okay, because it's just they believed, oh, the church isn't helping me, so I'm just going to not even worry about it. Okay, and lastly, an increase in education and science. People wanted to seek out answers to the plague, find out what it was, how they were supposed to solve it, stuff like that, and cure it, find cures, all that kind of stuff. All right, and schools and universities finally started to develop. Okay, so that was a little bit about the Black Plague. If you have any questions, just let me know. Again, these are fill-in-the-blank notes. So as you go through, if I go a little too quick, just stop it, go back, and have a great day, guys. I will see you guys again in another video either tomorrow or on Wednesday. Probably on Wednesday you will have something to work on tomorrow. It'll be really short. All these little lessons that we're going to give you should take you maybe 10-15 minutes at max. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a little bit about the Black Plague, and I will talk to you guys later. Adios.